Hello, Pride Pack, and welcome to this week's episode of Pride News, a weekly live news program bringing you the most important issues in LGBTQ politics while also giving you the info and the tools to not only advocate but act. My name is Marcus Ludwiggood, and I'm joined by my co-host, Mr. Michael Bracco, and this is Pride News. Arizona is setting itself up to make history in 2020 by sending two Democratic senators to Washington for the first time in 70 years. Democrat Mark Kelly is vying for Republican Martha McSally's seat. And according to current polls, he is actually set to take it. It is no secret that the U.S. Senate could use a few more Democrats in their rankings. Mitch McConnell continues to dig his heels in and blatantly refuses to do a single task related to his job unless it includes the dismantling of democracy. Navy captain and husband to Gabby Giffords, yes, the Gabby Giffords, national inspiration, Mark Kelly is more than up for the challenge. Mark has seen the worst of what life has in store, and because of that, he remains dedicated to fixing a very broken Washington. From gun control and healthcare to protections of equality in the LGBTQ community, Kelly is on the right side, or left side technically, of history. Running a campaign rooted in representation instead of conspiratorial nonsense, Kelly intends to reverse the rhetoric enforced by his opponent, McSally. It shouldn't be too hard, as McSally has done nothing for Arizona during her Senate tenure other than fully embrace every aspect of Trumpism, right down to its dirty, unethical, racist, rally-holding roots. Arizona is ready for change, and it starts with voting for Mark Kelly in 2020. A former NASA space shuttle pilot, seriously, Kelly is a problem solver without a panic button or a temper. McSally, on the other hand, has a frustrating campaign selling t-shirts with her infamous, but not really, catchphrase, "You're a liberal hack, buddy." Tough choice. More on Mark Kelly later. I will go now to my co-host, Mr. Michael Bracco, on our short chat today on what we're going to see in the upcoming election. How you doing, Michael?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. What's going on this week? Anything new?
Not too much. I think we're all waiting to see what tomorrow's going to turn out to be.
I know, and I'm really, really excited about Mark Kelly. He's an astronaut. I mean, who could be better for the Senate in particular than someone that served.
Yep.
You know
I think he's going to bring a lot to it, and maybe bring science back to politics, hopefully.
Oh my gosh. Now, wouldn't that be something that's incredible? Okay, so now we are going to my favorite section, the poll party. So let's take a look at how Biden and 45 are faring according to 538.com. Let's take a look, Michael. All right, well, it looks like Biden, of course, yet again, is favored to win, 87-13. What do you think of this, Michael?
We're staying steady. We'll see what the numbers come in after tomorrow. Hopefully, it's not such a show and pony show like one turned out to be.
I mean, as we have seen before, polls don't really mean all that much, right? And they could go any way, just like they did in 2016, right?
And people have to remember we have millions of people who have already started voting already, so these polls are a little skewed in a sense because we have some votes already in.
87-13. This is wild. Yeah. And it's gotten even wider since. I know we're going to talk a little bit about what the race looks like, but what do you think is contributing to why Biden is gaining so much momentum?
I think a lot has had to do with him being consistent, staying on his message, Trump, I think, hurt himself when he got his COVID and did not really handle the situation when he had that moment. So I think a lot of the Republicans are starting to not follow him much anymore.
I mean, I kind of have to agree with you. It's a very, very, I would say, sticky situation. But then again, Hillary Clinton was in this situation as well. So, what is one way we can combat that? Of course, it's my favorite section. Of course, the power of the purse. So this is the moment of the show where we ask all of our viewers to use the power of the purse to really, really make a difference with that dollar. As you know, today we are dedicated this pop segment, of course, to Mr. Joe Biden, of course, our candidate for president, our endorsed candidate. I don't think, yes, of course. I don't think I have to tell you how important it is to vote for Joe Biden this year. It's of the utmost importance that we all get out to vote, of course. It's just the bottom line, we are hoping to raise $50,000 by election day for Joe. So donate $50, $100, $500, $5,000, whatever you can to the Pride PAC today. It will make a huge difference as we help get Joe Biden elected and Donald Trump out. Remember, there are no limits to how much money or how often you can donate to the Pride PAC. So donate now and donate as much as you can. Here, of course, on the screen is a reminder of how Pride PAC funds are spent, providing the maximum bang for our buck in getting the word out to encourage the LGBTQI community to vote for Joe Biden. So go ahead and click the link right above this video or visit pridepac.org/Joe. That's the link right on your screen right there. Donate today. Now's the time to see. It's so important, isn't it, Michael, that people donate?
Every bit counts. Is small or big?
I mean, it doesn't even matter since we have the power to do as such, right?
Grassroots have shown that.
Absolutely, right? Absolutely. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at what the odds look like. All right, so we use a crafty tool at predictit.com to see what the odds are for the presidential election. Here's what they look like. It looks like 65 cents on the dollar is on Joe Biden and less for Trump. It's keeping pretty steady here. What do you think about this?
I was just thinking the same thing. Steady's good. We just need to make sure it continues that way all the way to the polling day.
Now, what I got to say here that people need to really understand is that 65, this is 65-40. This is saying that Donald Trump still has a 40% chance, to win here. This is not in the bag for Joe Biden. Am I right, Michael?
No, definitely. When you put it that way, how 40% of the country still votes for him is mind blowing.
Right, and if we look at the electoral map there, we can see that it's looking like Nevada is going to go for Biden, which is great, which is amazing, and it looks like even if Biden loses Florida, he might still win if he can carry the Rust Belt states, right? Which was Hillary Clinton's crux in 2016, correct?
Yep. But she didn't visit a couple of those states is what, in the long run, hurt her.
Exactly. And you saw that President Obama was in Pennsylvania today.
Yep.
Very, very exciting. And we love that so much. And make sure you all, of course, I put that donate link right up on the screen again. Donate at pridepac.org/Joe. It's just very, very important that we do that, even though the odds look really, really good, really, really good. We cannot get complacent, right, Michael?
Exactly. That is the word, complacent, today.
We cannot get complacent or just like in 2016, we might lose, and we literally cannot lose again. That that
Michelle
would
Obama
be
said it. Make a plan. We have to get out and vote.
absolutely. So takes us back to our take back. Our weekly segment, Take Back the Senate. Now, of course, this week we are focusing on Mark Kelly, of course, who is running for U.S. Senate against Martha McSally in Arizona. As you know, it's very, very, very important that we all donate, of course, towards Mark Kelly. And of course, it's that time again where we bring back the power of the purse. We need to donate to Mark Kelly like it is your job. And it's so important we get him in, because not only is it important that we get him in to take back the Senate, but it'd be important for a lot of other bills coming through Congress, so that the Republicans can continue to obstruct. Correct?
Because we haven't seen one bill come through the Senate, right?
I have not seen one bill come.
I mean, we had the stimulus check, but that was about it.
Yes, it's pretty awful. So yet again, we need to fix the Senate and the Washington. And I do believe Mark Kelly is the one to do that. And of course, our viewers know the power of the purse is your opportunity to make a difference with that dollar. Today, we're dedicating this POP segment to Mark Kelly, our candidate for U.S. Senate in Arizona. I don't think I have to tell you how important it is to donate right now to get Martha McSally out of office. We're hoping to raise $10,000 by Election Day for Mark. So donate $50, $100, $500, $5,000, whatever you can to the Pride PAC today. It will make a huge difference as we help to take back the Senate and put a check on the White House. Remember, there are absolutely no limits to how much or how often you can donate to the Pride PAC. So donate now and donate as much as you can. Of course, up on the screen is a reminder of how Pride PAC funds are spent, providing the maximum bang for your buck and getting the word out to encourage the LGBTQIA community to vote for Mark Kelly in Arizona. Go ahead and click that link right above this video. Or you can, of course, go to pridepac.org/Mark to donate to him right now. So very important, Mr. Michael, isn't it?
Yes.
Now it's time for our final segment where we have a nice little conversation.
Awesome. How do you think tomorrow's going to go?
So tomorrow is the final Democratic debate between Donald Trump and Joe Biden. I believe that it's going to hopefully go well. I don't know if Trump can hurt himself even more, but I'm still very, very skeptical. What do you think?
I was laughing because I was driving home today and the radio goes, first presidential debate, second one canceled because of COVID. And I'm like, he canceled it. He didn't want to do it. Like, they spun it so awkward. I was like, and we'll see how this one turns out.
Right. He just didn't want to actually do it. It's not like it was canceled because of COVID-19.
Do you think he's going to bring his old tricks back on this one, though?
I don't think that's changing Trump.
No. He's proven himself in 4 years to not change.
But we will see if they use the mute button, because this time they will have a mute button. How awful is it that we are at the state of affairs where we have to have a mute button in order to?
But I thought the mute button was one of his biggest things he didn't want to do at the second one, because they could turn him off because it was going to be virtual.
Right.
I'm like,
right. It doesn't make.
He'll have enough run this one. I think. Do you think even with COVID he's going to handle himself differently, or did that prove himself when he went up to the Trump rotunda, or I'm sorry, the Truman balcony and takes his mask off?
Did you watch his town hall, or Joe Biden's town hall? I watched mostly Joe Biden.
Yeah, I watched more of his than Trump's. I seriously, I'm not just saying it because I'm not a Republican. I cannot listen to more than a few seconds of him. And I'm like, okay, I'll
Neither
just
can,
get the child's cliff notes from the teachers.
neither can I. Neither can I. And he is completely irreverent about the fact that he got COVID-19, very, very dangerous, condition. And I don't think that he has learned from that. Who would have
Because when he
thought?
said it was a blessing in disguise, because now they have a treatment, I'm like, 200,000 plus people have died. It wasn't a blessing for them.
It's ridiculous. I'm going to put the donate link back up for Joe here so everyone can make sure that they vote for Joe Biden. Very, very important as we kind of head into the rest of the week. That about does it for this week's episode of Pride News. Make sure you tune in next week as we cover the vice presidential debates and this new presidential debate. We'll talk about it next week. And thank you so much, Michael, for being with us tonight.
Yep, and everyone vote early. Vote.
Everyone, my gosh, make sure you please vote early and vote now. Thank you all so much for joining us on Pride News. We'll see you next week.